Right, so our second story takes us to the movies to explore the relationship between the portrayal of religion in films and what effect that has on religion as a whole. Now, please note that some clips may offend sensitive viewers and some of the younger ones might find certain depictions scary. Most people enjoy going to the movies and see it as a form of escapism. However, the portrayal of religion in films has been a bone of contention for some time. Various religious leaders have objected to films such as The Passion of the Christ for being excessively violent and Dogma for being blasphemous.
Christians are involved in many situations. They do make a difference. There are many Christians and people of faith that really mean business with God, with their faith, with their convictions, and I think that this reality should also be exhibited. On the other hand, I also have to say that Christians and the religion more than often challenge the primary departure point of the secular media and entertainment industry, namely profit at all costs.
What if I told you that God and the devil made a wager for the souls of all mankind?
I don't believe in the devil.
You should. He believes in you.
But should we consider that any sort of dialogue that arises from the portrayal of religion in films is good, as it gets people thinking and talking about issues of faith?
I don't know if any person of faith, especially Christians who watched this movie, found it humorous or entertaining or funny. It was harsh and it was blasphemous, and the sexual undertones and the language that was used was totally unacceptable. But in a strange way, even a film like Dogma contributes to the conversation regarding religion. And you know, this is one of the wonderful things, that religion is as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago when Christianity started or any other religion started.
Lately, the way that Muslims are portrayed in movies seems to be negative, which can be damaging to the religion as a whole.
The truth is that Hollywood is the main medium of projecting these ideas. These ideas might be biased, and therefore it is driven by sensationalism. It's about profits, it's about making money. Why does Hollywood have such a tremendous influence over the mindsets of all races, of all kinds of people universally, without having effectively any opposition, not necessary to see it to its end, but to project a different view that is equally digestible or attractive for debate, and hence finding balance within with that which is portrayed through media.
Lesser-known films such as The Message and Lion of the Desert, made in the 70s and 80s, had a more positive depiction of Islam.
Stories like The Message, the main role players in that story were not necessarily Muslims, and therefore the critics received that specific aspect of the story negatively. But at the same time, in essence, the message was wonderfully received.
But who actually decides which films we see and don't see? And how are restrictions placed on them?
The functions of the Film and Publication Board are basically to regulate the possession, creation, everything production related to the film industry, basically. So we actually have regulations that are set out to say what it is that has to be considered in the process of classifying a film, where your examiners, who are the people that classify films, would then follow those guidelines, particular guidelines, to say, you know, this film has violence, and children below the age of 10, for instance, should not watch it. But actually lately, we've been having quite a few complaints around religion. In the main, people are bringing up the issue of blasphemy and all that.
But what does the general public think about the representation of religion in films?
These films do make me think about my own spirituality in ways that I never thought possible. Sometimes they just make you think about the way you were brought up. Sometimes they make you see things in a way that you never thought you could see them.
These days it seems too close to Christianity, and they don't really explore other religions. You know, and I really feel that in films and especially television, other religions like Judaism, Islam, Buddhism should be more explored and given more of a chance.
Whether films negatively or positively depict images of religion, we should keep in mind that they are vehicles that drive debate. And debate gets people thinking about issues that can lead them closer to their creator.
Well, different views from different people.